What is poppin' people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We got Mr. Imperial, this time showing up on the dark side, facing off against DBrigade. I don't think there's any proxies for this. He might have gotten them by now, but if they are, then I guess we'll find out. Zero cost Evo into the Veemon in the back, and down comes Le Membreuse de Purple. We're picking up the Veemon off of it, playing for the second. So we're going to see the on-deletion KnTElixar. So yeah, that implies to me that maybe we will not be looking at proxies, which is cool. Gonna be picking up the Satsuki, and then do we just make the Rushinume? Just cheat out a tamer? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, we're gonna play NCIS. And put the cards back to the top. Veemon. No reduced evos to go here. I think we're just playing for cycle. Crack the boost, go to 4. Swing it in the guy. Get to pitch off the Shadermon. Just setting it up for the next turn, and then we get to go Veemon. Veemon evolve into Shadermon. Shadermon play Veemon. Veemon evolve into Shadermon. Shadermon DNA into Veemon. Nothing to play. And we're not going to be... Oh, we are going to give itself the ability to attack. And we do not get punished for it. 8/7. And the threat of Blast Ace, probably? Down comes the new mate. Now we get the free Satsuki underneath it. It is underneath it, though. Ooh, the Digimon actually could be quite cute if we just drop it here. I'm going to crack the option to check the top and then play out the KnTElixar. Does trash off a Brigade and the Shadow Seraphi. We're going to go into Cargo. Cargo checks top 3. Ooh, what's the Quartz doing there? And we get a second Satsuki and then double tap out the Satsuki. Damn. Okay. I see you. DBrigade player kind of doing some donuts. Some Dunkin' Donuts. Some cop ready action. Double suspend here as we're going to bring out the worms, the goons, and then we get to raid into the body to clear it. Okay, yeah, clean way of doing it. Do lose some pieces in the process, but looking good. Goes to 3 at start of main. As we do, of course, still have a Digimon. This Dino Bee got hands. And then we're going to evolve forward. We're going to play the scramble. Go into the tank. Tank reveal 3. So that's going to get to reduce the cost by 2, which brings 8 down to 6. To the top. And then Brigade, Batman from the top rope, is going to try and pop a 7 cost to lower. Gets to play out, of course, the 2 pieces. And then we get to reveal the top 3. And then we get to play 7 cost play. So now we go Giga Ultra Wide. Get to get our analog youth at the on deletion of the level 5s, and then it gets, of course, to unsuspend as we go back in. Still pretty good. That's a bit unfortunate. We're going to use the Shadermon. Ooh, will we be able to recur a piece off of... I mean, 2 Dino Bees are already there. Instead, we're going for a DNA. So we're going to make the 3rd Dino Veemon. Dino Bee played Dino Bee. Shadow Clone Jutsu. And then going to go... return to the original and make a dragon mode, which means we get to pick a body and then delete everything else. The correct thing for him to do here if he wants to go double wide is he's going to pick... Yeah, he's going to pick something and then use the protect in order to, like, decoy his way out. So he gets to keep 2 bodies here. Swing, turn into dragon mode. I think he's doing it to try and keep the lowest body. So he's going to go through, attempts to delete with the fighter mode, and we pop. With the... Oh, he's already used... Does he already use the protection? Yeah, he's already used the protection. So he did play around that. We do get to burn 1. Yeah, I liked the idea that he was going for, but the correct line would have been to select the DBrigade. Like, select the Imperialdramon, and then when the on-deletion floats, try and float back into another thing that he could then use for the protection. Obviously, you know, we now know that it wouldn't quite have worked anyway because of the fighter mode coming down, stopping you from being able to play guys out. So this makes it really, really difficult to try and do anything with it. Gonna go into KnTElixar. KnTElixar, of course, can't do anything. Gonna go into training. Training doesn't find what we're looking for. And then yes, it's not even like you can get anything out of it. And I'm gonna play the KnTElixar for 3. KnTElixar checks top 5. And that's going to be the pickup. Fighter mode unsuspend. And this should be... It's not a crazy amount of damage, but it doesn't have to be. It just needs to swing through. Veemon, use it to pop the KnTElixar, and then gets to go through piercing check 1. Down comes the scramble. We do actually get to go. It's not going to be the block of KnTElixar, so Shadramon takes us into game 2. Whilst we're going to be shuffling up, I want to say thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel, watching the Shoutmon video, all that good stuff. But the people that have been joining the memberships for as little as £1 a month. We got the Mega, Justice Josh, an Ultimate here on YouTube, tier 3 on Twitch, Big Spender, Big Friender. And then we got the Ultimates, the Tommy ENT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, 3 Strike Court, Brad, and King of Knights. Then for our champions, we got Shinny Carry, the first champion over on the right. Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, Andy Fink, Squid Eater, Benji Gibbert, Thomas Yates, Kenneth Smith, the Marta FGC, Donkey, Kava, All Force Magnet, and Kragan Security. So we got to shuffle up, and we're going to be going into game 2. Veemon, as we're going to have Imperial go first, and down comes the Veemon, does reveal the map. That one, not the one that's in criminal danger. It's going to pick up the XV. We got, of course, the Veemon. All right, going to make a high KnTElixar in the back, and then down comes the Propaganda. Only one pickup here. Oh, I mean, I guess you can pick up... No, you can't pick up the option card because it's got a use cost, not play cost. Swing the rookie in, make a new one. I think it's just trying to fill up the trash. We're missing 4s at the moment from the looks of it. We've got the XV, but not much from that. Got to obviously use it to play to board and be annoying, but doesn't really get too much out of it. Okay, we're going to crack the option and find the Satsuki. Ends up binning off the rest. Could try and swing and try and play some stuff at the top. Medieval Gallopmon's a nice, like, thing. I guess you do potentially go mega wide, but it looks like we're just going to make the Tankdramon. Wow, look at that. Gets reduced the cost down to 0 play cost, and then kill it off, and then put the guys to the top. I mean, technically, if he wanted to, he could have been a little bit more aggressive. He could have loaded the Satsuki, swing, and then... I mean, I guess it would have been a sideways body. We now actually have the Shadramon. Shadramon swinging gets the suspension, then we do hit the security and die, which is obviously not ideal. Just going to open pass here rather than committing too much memory to kind of try and scramble and make things work. Taking a body off board and as a result, scramble. Speaking of. The only thing that's a bit awkward here is he doesn't have protection. He can load up the Satsuki in order to give himself jamming. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to swing in. Hit the level 5, so jamming did not matter. Okay, end of turn with the pass. Okay, hits, all things considered. Like, it's a level 5. On a board like this, you can't super hate that. Ugh, having to put the Veemon in the back is not ideal. Missing the promo Shadramon matters a lot. And then, yeah, just choke him to one with the mat. But this is 4 bodies, so in theory, this should be game. And in goes the first. It lives. In goes the second. It floats. It doesn't have rush, though. So I guess we don't actually have lethal unless we can make a Nume. Scramble, scramble, go cargo. Cargo, play Shu. Fair enough. And then end of turn, play KnTElixar and KnTElixar. We don't need to Shu Yulins. And then we get to check the top 5, add 1 to hand, and then set the rest to the bottom. Interesting. This is now definitely a DBrigade board domain expansion. 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers that you can get rid of. I mean, first step is pop the decoy one. That makes sense. We don't have the KnTElixar as an inherit yet, so it's not like we can float out into another one. Man, if Liam manages to find this, he's kind of cracked with it. Surely he doesn't. Yeah, we're going to have to make the Dynamo. I think this is wraps. I think it's wraps, and we're just going to have to try and hope that making the dragon mode ace does something. But no, we're just going to scoop up and go into game number 3. If you yell from the hills long enough, you might actually start getting people to believe it. Whether it's proclaiming to be the next Hokage or the Digimon King, we find the approach of telling yourself that you're nice like that in the mirror and to every passing person is a great way to manifest it. Famously though, card games are not built equal. Being a major protagonist or antagonist doesn't set you up for success, so we want to know whether Shoutmon was just more than a capable squire or was able to become the king in the competitive scene. So we ask, how good was Shoutmon actually? If you yell from the hills long enough, you might actually start getting people to believe it. Whether it's proclaiming to be the next Hokage or the Digimon King, we find the approach of telling yourself that you're nice like that in the mirror and to every passing person is a great way to manifest it. Famously though, card games are not built equal. Being a major protagonist or antagonist doesn't set you up for success, so we want to know whether Shoutmon was just more than a capable squire or was able to become the king in the competitive scene. So we ask, how good was Shoutmon actually? Because we're going into game number 3, that means we've got time to say a big old thank you to all of our rookies. We've got Greatness Beam, Balfi, Bonsai Beard, Turtle Sovereign, and Samuel Lawson at the rookie tier. And then for all of our Digi-A's, Jambo TCG, John Esposito, Christian Royal, Salander Sains, Evan Turner, Jam Munoz, Gray, give me that game of Feeling Hollow, Crown Clown, Sato, Mr. Wicken, Wallendor, Walter Caceres, Eric Baker, Onyx Armour, and King Fujitoro. So we're going to have the rookie and the Analog Youth Sense. Well, that's a really good hit. Picking up the Shadramon and then finding the Dino B plus Wormmon. Kind of nice. And once again, we're going to build up the stack and then play down the Cop Anthem. There we go. Wormmon into the Shadra. Shadra play the Wormmon. Wormmon get a free search. Pick up Trash 1. 2 Dino Bs in Trash is kind of not ideal, but we're going to go Shadra over Shadra. And we're going to make the 3rd Dino B. Dino B play Dino B. And we don't get the memory back, so we're going to swing this in. It dies, which is kind of unfortunate. Because it doesn't have a source, it means it can't get loaded up with Analog Use. So we do get to push out. And then we crack the option to play out the guy. We're going to swing and play out a DBrigade. And we let the check through. Doesn't get punished. Does die, though. And then down comes the Commandramon. We must be missing something. Double Satsuki revealed off the search is suboptimal. Going to pick up one of them, and then I'm going to put the rest to the top. Wormmon in the back. Swinging once again. We're not in a level that you have to worry about aces. Going to pitch off the Imperialdramon. Does get the pop on the Commandramon. Suspend on the Wormmon, and then raid into the biggest body. Really good sequencing there for Liam playing to board. He recognizes that he's ahead, and he's got to be careful, because if he gives too much memory, then the DBrigade player can potentially, domain expansion, which is obviously not what you're looking for. The Commandramon. Yeah, this is really, really difficult. Is going to swing. There's going to be the Nume. Get the Satsuki, out the Satsuki. I don't know what we would really want from this position if you're just playing for board. Looks like we are actually going to swing in, recognizing that, most of the DBrigade security is kind of small. And we found what is basically full combo here, as we're going to see the Shadramon come down. Shadramon. Oh, she's going to swing, suspend one, go into... I'm assuming it just swung into it. And there's going to be the Dino B, bring back Imperialdramon. So now we finally might make a level 6, is what I would say if it would die, but we're just going to make it manually. Into the Dragon mode, nothing to pop, swing in, turns into Fighter mode. This is going to stop anything from getting free played, so no Tamers. There's going to be the swing, and we're not going to be able to clear them off, but I also don't think we have a means of getting all the way up the line here. you physically couldn't do it from this position. You'd have to already have a training. Like a training would have had to pop out of security, so we could evolve a 0, scramble into a 3, then make a 4, scramble in and make a 6. But from here, don't think we can. Going to keep the Satsuki under, because 1, it's, you know, can't end up to Mind Link, and 2, run into the Floodgate, which is quite funny. Down comes the option. Going to be picking up the Teriermon, and this is looking like it might just be game on board. It's end of opponent's turn. I think the timing on that is really weird. I think you can go, it's end of my turn, and then go, okay, so the Floodgate ends, and then Mind Link, but I'm not fully sure. Either way, we're going to swing through and clear things up. If you did like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you in the comment section. Say something nice about your week. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.